Hello and good morning. Most welcome to 1496. We're approaching the 1500. Realized that until now. I wonder when we're gonna have the celebration. I think probably after the weekend. Monday perhaps. And speaking of time, we've gone just into this most interesting difference between chirological time and chronological time. Traits that are of such an importance in Heidegger's thinking and philosophy. We saw also the want, the expectation, lust, the intention is included in chirological time. It's closely connected to our Dasein, where it projects itself. It is very close to Bergson's protension. Really close connection to the Heideggerian expression Eintwurft, and this connection with chirological thinking. You threw yourself to the future and thereby make future. I continue with the second paragraph of page 20 of Faith, Grace and Destruction of Tradition of Hans Ruin. Besides its thematic focus, the course is also of great methodological interest, especially for our present purpose. For the way it articulates the challenge of a philosophical, phenomenological reading of a confessional text. Heidegger emphasizes that the phenomenological question of method is not a question of an appropriate methodological system, but precisely of access.
Spräcker de det nu? Spräcker de det?
Stefan Lindhall. Chefen har inte kommit. Jo, men han är där.
That passes through faktische life experience. In my comment here we are talking about chirological time when we get into the faktische. A phenomenology of religious life.
Hallå
där. Heidegger writes here is not a theory about the religious, conceived of as an object of study in the standard mode of a science of religion, but rather as a way of entering in understanding. And I like the word entering. I'm going to put a pause here Kalle, could you remember? Entering in understanding the religious as a type of meaning fulfillment or enactment. In German, Vollzug. It is not a psychological theory of religious experiences. But an explication of the meaning of religion, which therefore does not immediately need to take sides along confessional lines. We went into this earlier when speaking of religious texts, that you can see it as an object. I think it was many episodes ago. Entering into the text to make it yours, or seeing it at a distance, making it a metaphor or unreal for you. You can think of interpenetration, entering into the text, not reading it like it was something, a fact or something to be looked upon afar. Instead, the confessional, as the meaning of devotion, is itself among the phenomena to be investigated.
Sitter du och jobbar med Anna?
Spelar in lite grann. Nor does it take a definitive stance in regard to the distinction between rationality and irrationality. As if the religious, once and for all, could be located in the latter. The phenomenological understanding, as Heidegger rightly emphasizes, lies beyond this distinction. So it doesn't see the distinction between what we usually call irrationality and rationality, and therefore doesn't place religious understanding under the rubric of irrationality. This is very pertinent for the understanding. To a phenomenological analysis belongs the preparedness to allow that basic organizing concepts remain undecided. So we do not decide preemptively. Incredibly important. It is on the condition that we do not force a conceptuality onto a phenomenon that this phenomenon can begin to speak and have a sense on its own terms. It can speak by itself if we let it, and then it speaks fully, with a full extension, and we can reach into the text. This is definitely a major lead in all of Heidegger's writing. The opening, the Lichtung, that is undecided. To be compared to the theoretical mode so criticized by Heidegger, where we close off understanding preemptively by reaching for it, greedily trying to catch meanings. That blocks all understanding. It's too soon, and it's too demanding. It's very close to these people who have a selective hearing and only hear what they want to hear. I'll repeat it. It is on the condition that we do not force a conceptuality onto a phenomenon that this phenomenon can begin to speak and have a sense on its own terms. Let the world come to you. Do not capture it. In triple parenthesis, this is the mode of the left hemisphere to capture preemptively. Sort of fish out meanings in sentences. Such an explication can also permit the non-understandable to be understandable, precisely by letting be, belassen, its non-understandability. Speaking in terms of Husserl, we should try to investigate these phenomena in bracketing their reality or metaphysical implications. In attempting to approach phenomenologically what he takes to be the Christian religious experience, Heidegger then takes the exemplary case of Paul's letters. in which he traces its basic existential comportment, primarily in terms of its relation to the past, present, and future. Faith is understood as a mode of relating to the world, from within which existence articulates its historical position. The Christian experience is a mode of living time, kairological time. And he also writes, so that living time is what makes all the difference. It brings out kairological understanding and Dasein. I have pressed this many times. In the title, Sein und Zeit, time is there, and it's most often neglected. But without time, there cannot be a deepening understanding of Heidegger. You would be stranded with Sein and space. These things cannot be understood separately.
Jo, men du, alltså jag tänker så här lite. Jag är i skolan nu, jag är ju ute på jorden, så att ingen hör vad jag... Men jag tänkte, alltså hur kom han och uttryckte uppgiften, är det dig som fick den? Redan när du var liten alltså. Såg inte värdet i något Men det gjorde han det för allihop.
You get a lot of interesting side effects when time can come into the gambit. One is that's the only way of understanding pretension, as I mentioned earlier from Henri Bergson. That forward push that makes future. It's not taking place in future, it makes future.
Ja, jag förstår det. Men du, det går ju lite folk hit och dit här så att vi hörs. Ja, det... Ja. Och så hör man ju mig då. Nej, det går bra älskling. Ja, nej men jag valde att skicka den till dig. Ja, ja herregud, Lotta har ju påsklov. Nej, vi har inte påsklov. Men Lotta har påsklov så hon åker ner till Ljungby idag och stannar i Sverige. Ja. Och Ronny är förkyld.
The lived time is an experience time, and it's an entering into what is happening. This is the interpenetration into the open area, undecided, not yet determined. And if it's not determined, an understanding can come to the fore.
Jag lägger mig inte i det. Ja.
Compare that to the methodological or theoretical thinking, where you preemptively decides and thereby you never enter. You go only into the surface, a superficial understanding. And it's easy to understand the chiasm between these two.
Ja, jag tänker på dig. Kram, hej.
This is most clearly the Christian experience is a mode of living time. Living time. It's a lived thing. It's an erfahrung, if you want. And we sort of push ourselves into. The entering is also the pretension, the futuring, so to speak, because interpenetration creates time, is time. So you see, you need the spatial aspects of Sein, and you also need the chirological aspects of Zeit to understand that it is a process, a happening, not stillborn. Maybe there's a question here, Kalle?
Okay. To
keyword today in this text so far has been våldsord. That has two meanings: act of enforcing, executing or implementing, and then execution of a penal sentence. And these two meanings shows itself that meaning is slippery. And here we are speaking about how to investigate religion. Is it rational or irrational? Often it is something in the domain of irrational. But Heidegger is not interested in this. He blurs the boundaries, so to say. Like you could also say våldsord is execution of penal sentence. Is it something rational or irrational? So you can apply to many domains. And what is the great way is probably that religion, you cannot put it in a category. I don't know, do you want to add something?
Yes, indeed, Kalle, thank you. Yeah, he wants to go into the before, the distinction of irrationality and rationality. And once you entered, of course, you if you want to, you can do the distinctions, but it's post factum, afterwards. And that could be helpful, and that's the point of the methodological thinking, which is not a bad thing, but it needs to come in the right moment afterwards. And Volzug, yes, very good. It's when I first saw it, I think the whole way directly. You just do it. It takes a special part in the use of words in Heidegger, and see how things thereafter organizes themselves. Once you enter, organization comes smoothly, natural, without force, which is this thankful mood, often referred to as Danken, and most probably at the very core of a religious life, thankfulness. We round up here. It was very pleasurable. Say thank you very much and have a nice morning. Bye bye.
Thank you.